Time. It's the one thing we all share, yet it remains one of life's greatest mysteries. We measure it, chase it, waste it, and often wish we had more of it. But what is time really? Is it just the ticking of a clock, the turning of a calendar page? Or is it something deeper, something more profound? And more importantly, is the present moment all we truly have? Today, we're diving into the philosophy of time to explore this timeless question, one that has puzzled thinkers, scientists, and spiritual leaders for centuries. Since ancient times, humans have been obsessed with understanding time. The Greeks had two words for time: chronos, which refers to chronological or sequential time, the kind we measure with clocks and calendars, and kairos, which signifies the right or opportune moment, those fleeting instances when everything seems to align perfectly. But philosophers have long debated whether time is a linear progression, a never-ending river flowing from past to future, or something more fluid and subjective. Take Aristotle, for example. He saw time as a series of nows, a continuous flow of moments. To him, the past was gone, the future was yet to come, and the present was all that truly existed. But then there's Saint Augustine, who struggled to define time altogether. He famously said, "What then is time? If no one asks me, I know what it is. If I wish to explain it to him who asks, I do not know." Augustine believed that the past and future are illusions. Only the present is real. The past exists only in our memories, and the future exists only in our imaginations. Fast forward to the 18th century, and we have Immanuel Kant, who took a completely different approach. Kant argued that time isn't something that exists independently in the world. Instead, it's a framework our minds use to structure our experiences. Think about it. We can't see, touch, or hear time. It's not a physical thing, yet it shapes everything we do. Without time, there would be no cause and effect, no before and after, no story to our lives. But does that mean time is just a mental construct? Or is it something more? Now, let's bring this down to our daily lives. Think about the last time you were truly present. Maybe it was while playing with a child, watching a sunset, or laughing with friends. In those moments, you weren't worrying about the past or the future. You were fully immersed in the now. And in that immersion, time seemed to stand still. This is what philosophers like Eckhart Tolle and spiritual traditions like Buddhism emphasize: the power of the present moment. Tolle, in his book, The Power of Now, argues that the present is all we ever have. The past is just a memory, and the future is a projection. The only reality is the here and now. But here's the challenge. Our modern world often pulls us away from the present. We're constantly planning for the future, setting goals, meeting deadlines, chasing milestones. Or we're ruminating on the past, regretting mistakes, reliving old glories, or wondering, what if? We live in a culture of what's next, always looking ahead, always striving for more. But in doing so, are we missing out on the richness of the here and now? Are we so focused on the destination that we forget to enjoy the journey? Philosophers like Martin Heidegger have explored this tension deeply. In his work, Being and Time, Heidegger argued that our obsession with time often leads to anxiety. He suggested that we're so focused on the future, on what we need to achieve or become, that we forget to simply be. This constant striving, he believed, can make us feel disconnected from the present, the only moment where life truly happens. Heidegger called this state of being temporality, where we're always looking ahead, always in a state of not yet. But in doing so, we risk losing touch with the here and now, the only place where we can truly experience life. Nature, in many ways, teaches us about the present. A tree doesn't worry about the future or dwell on the past. It simply exists, rooted in the now. It grows, it changes, it adapts, but it doesn't rush. This is why so many of us find peace in nature. It reminds us to slow down, to breathe, to appreciate the present moment. Think about the last time you stood by the ocean, watching the waves roll in. In that moment, time seemed to fade away. There was no past, no future, just the rhythm of the waves and the vastness of the horizon. So, how can we embrace the present in our own lives? One way is through mindfulness practices, like meditation or journaling. These practices help us become more aware of the here and now, to notice our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Another way is to spend quality time with loved ones, without distractions. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, and just be present with the people you care about. Even simple acts, like savoring a meal or taking a walk, can ground us in the moment. The key is to slow down and pay attention, to truly experience life as it unfolds. But here's the paradox. While the present is all we truly have, we can't completely ignore the past or the future. Our past shapes who we are. It's where we've learned our lessons, made our mistakes, and built our memories. And the future gives us direction and purpose. It's where we set our goals, dream our dreams, and strive for growth. The key is balance, learning from the past, planning for the future, but living in the present. As the ancient Stoics reminded us, the present is all we possess. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. All we have is this moment, right here, right now. In the end, time is both a gift and a mystery. It's the thread that weaves together the fabric of our lives. The present moment is where life unfolds, where we find joy, connection, and meaning. It's where we create memories, build relationships, and experience the beauty of existence. But it's also fleeting, a constant reminder of the impermanence of life. As the poet Rumi once wrote, "This moment is all there is." So, let's make the most of it, one moment at a time. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. And remember, the present is your gift. How will you unwrap it? See you next time.